You're walking through a forest, checking your phone, when suddenly you lose signal. No internet, no GPS, nothing. But what if I told you that every tree around you has better internet than you do? What if I told you that plants have been running the world's most advanced communication network for millions of years, and it makes your smartphone look like a toy from the Stone Age? Today, we're going to discover 5 ways that plants are actually smarter than the most advanced technology humans have ever created. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at a tree the same way again. Let's start with something that will blow your mind. Trees have their own internet, and it's faster than yours. Under every forest, there's a hidden network that connects every single tree, shrub, and plant. Scientists call it the Wood Wide Web, and it's basically nature's version of the internet. It's been running perfectly for 400 million years without a single crash. Here's how it works. Trees team up with tiny fungus partners that act like living fiber optic cables. These fungus threads are thinner than spider silk, but they can stretch for miles underground. Through these fungus highways, trees can send chemical messages, share nutrients, and even transfer information faster than your broadband connection. When one tree gets attacked by bugs, it can warn every other tree in the forest in just a few minutes. Try sending a message to all your neighbors that fast. But here's the really crazy part. A single tree can be connected to hundreds of other trees at the same time. Your phone can maybe connect to one Wi-Fi network, but trees are basically running hundreds of connections at once without any lag. And unlike your internet, which goes down every time there's a storm, the forest internet keeps working even during hurricanes, droughts, and ice storms. It's been the world's most reliable network for longer than humans have existed. Your phone has maybe 500 gigabytes of storage. But trees? They have memory systems that make your cloud storage look like a Post-it note. Trees can remember things that happened decades ago. They remember which years had bad droughts, which seasons had the most rain, and even which types of bugs attack them. And they use this information to prepare for the future. If a tree survives a really bad drought, it will actually change how it grows for the rest of its life. It will grow deeper roots, store more water, and even change its leaf structure. It's like if your phone remembered every time you ran out of battery and automatically started saving power better. But trees don't just remember things for themselves. Mother trees, which are the oldest and biggest trees in the forest, actually pass their memories to their children through the root network. It's like having a biological USB drive that can transfer decades of survival data. Your phone updates, replaces apps, and clears out old data all the time. Nothing really stays forever. But a tree's memory system? It runs nonstop for centuries, keeping every bit of important information intact without ever wiping it away. And here's the crazy part. When trees get stressed, they actually store their most important memories inside their wood. Scientists can read those backups by studying the rings. It's basically nature's first hard drive, built to last thousands of years. Your phone might have security apps that warn you about viruses or hackers. But plants have early warning systems that put your phone's security to shame. When a plant gets attacked by insects, it doesn't just sit there and take it. Within minutes, it starts sending chemical alarm signals through the air and through its roots. These chemicals are like emergency broadcasts that warn every plant in the area. Here's what's incredible about this system. The warning messages are specific. Plants don't just scream, "Help." They send detailed information about exactly what type of bug is attacking, where the attack is happening, and even how bad it is. Other plants receive these chemical messages and immediately start preparing their defenses. They might start producing bitter chemicals to taste bad to bugs, or they might release smells that attract the bug's predators. It's like having a security system that not only warns you about intruders, but also automatically calls the police. But it gets even better. Plants can distinguish between different types of threats and send different warning messages. A caterpillar attack gets one type of message, a beetle attack gets another, and disease gets a completely different signal. Some plants even have long-distance warning systems. When African acacia trees get attacked by giraffes, they release chemicals into the wind that can warn other acacia trees up to 50 yards or about 45 meters away. Those trees immediately start pumping poison into their leaves before the giraffes even get there. Your security apps can protect your phone, but they can't protect your entire neighborhood. Think Facebook is amazing for connecting people. Plants have been running social networks that make Facebook look like sending smoke signals. Trees don't just randomly connect to other trees. They actually choose their friends. Research has shown that trees are more generous with their friends and family members, sharing more nutrients and information with trees they're related to. Mother trees are like the popular kids in school. They're connected to hundreds of other trees and act like information hubs for the entire forest. When a mother tree gets important news, she can spread it to thousands of other plants in just hours. But here's where it gets really interesting. Trees have friend groups. They form alliances with certain species, and sometimes even gang up against trees they don't like. If an invasive tree species tries to move into the neighborhood, the local trees might cut off its internet access and refuse to share resources with it. Plants also have influencers. Some trees are better at gathering and spreading information than others. These trees become super connected nodes that help keep the entire forest communication network running smoothly. And unlike human social media, plant social networks actually help everyone survive better. Instead of arguing and spreading fake news, trees share resources, warn each other about dangers, and cooperate to make the whole forest healthier. Trees even have their own version of reviews and ratings. They can tell which fungus partners are reliable and which ones are scammers. They'll stop working with fungus that don't deliver on their promises and form stronger relationships with the helpful ones. Your social media might connect you to people around the world, but it doesn't keep you alive. Plant social networks are literally life and death communication systems that determine who survives and who doesn't. Your Google Drive might have unlimited storage, but forests have been running the ultimate cloud storage system for millions of years, and it never runs out of space. Here's how it works. Every tree in the forest contributes information to a shared knowledge base. When trees learn something new about surviving droughts, fighting diseases, or adapting to climate change, they store this information in the forest's collective memory. This isn't just individual trees remembering things. The entire forest acts like one giant brain, with each tree contributing processing power and storage space. When a tree dies, its knowledge doesn't disappear. It gets absorbed into the network and shared with every other tree. The forest cloud storage system is also incredibly secure. Unlike your files that can get hacked or lost, forest data is stored in multiple locations across thousands of trees and millions of fungal connections. Even if half the forest gets destroyed, the important survival information is still safe. But here's the most amazing part. This biological cloud storage gets smarter over time. The more trees contribute to it, the better it becomes at solving problems and predicting future challenges. It's like having a cloud storage system that not only stores your files, but also learns from them and gives you better advice. And unlike your digital cloud storage, which needs massive server farms and uses tons of electricity, The forest cloud storage system is completely renewable. It runs on sunlight, cleans the air while it works, and actually makes the environment better instead of worse. Trees can access this shared knowledge instantly whenever they need it. If a new disease shows up, they can quickly check the forest database to see if anyone has dealt with this problem before and find the solution. So there you have it. While you've been impressed by the latest iPhone or Android features, plants have been quietly running communication networks, memory systems, early warning networks, social media platforms, and cloud storage services that are more advanced than anything humans have created. Your smartphone needs to be charged every day, breaks if you drop it, and becomes outdated in 2 years. But plant technology has been running perfectly for hundreds of millions of years without any upgrades, repairs, or technical support.